Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly. And I've got a good one for you today because I am in Dana Point, California. And I am right below the Ritz Carlton right there, which is absolutely stunning. And I love this park that everybody can come out to, this green belt. And there's so much to cover in the economy, the Fed meeting, and what they're gonna do, what they're not gonna do, what they promised, what they didn't promise, a little bit of everything. Before I get into it, please take a second, please hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button. Don't forget we have an email list you can sign up for. A lot of people have done that. We're gonna announce the winner of the silver coins later this week. So if you signed up to win the silver coins, we will announce that shortly, but also make sure, guys, that you check your spam filter and make sure that you're getting our emails, because we send it through Gmail and I want to make sure you get it. And if you want more access to me, there is Patreon. Okay, first thing, the rental market is absolutely insane. And I've had people send me different stories that are absolute lunacy right now. And these are from around the country, okay? First things first is that because home prices are so high, landlords that do have rentals that went through the health crisis are absolutely sick and tired of dealing with tenants right now. So what they're doing is having bidding wars for rental units. How sick is that? Now, as a single man, okay, when I would go rent units, I would do everything I could to put myself in front of other people. And what I mean by that is you have an application, I'm up against a married couple, kid or two, and they've got dual incomes, and they look better on paper than this single guy does. I would write letters. I would have pictures of my kids. I would do everything I could to separate me from everybody else in the rental market, and it totally worked. The personal notes totally worked with that. But now landlords are being complete degenerates, and one thing that they're doing that is utterly shocking is that these guys are having bidding wars. Hey, the bid starts at $3,000 a month. Let us know what you guys want to pay for this and why we should do business with you. Think about that. So people walk in and say, hey, we'll give you $4,000 a month, and here's our financials, here's our deposit, here's what we want. That is sickening, guys. Now, the Australian rents, we've heard about all the problems with Australia, how they have those weekly rentals and how they're going sky high. But there are more of the working poor in Australia than ever before. And these are people that have jobs. These are people that go to work 40 hours a week, but have no residence, no place to live. They basically live in their cars at night, go to the gym to shower, but don't have enough money to get a residence and get an apartment. Okay, there's that. Here's another one that my daughter turned me on to, and this is sickening. These two young girls wanted to be roommates in their 20s and wanted to go rent a place. Deny. We don't want to rent to two single women. All the problems, the boyfriends, the fighting, all the shenanigans that you guys have, it just leaves a problem for everybody. So these girls are like, what can we do? So they lied and said they're a couple. And they went to this extreme. They made engagement photos and said, we're engaged to be married and we're living together, and put it on their social media in case they got checked, and absolutely made up the fact that these two people were a couple. How insane is that you have to do that to get married? Now, you can't discriminate, okay? See, here's the thing. I didn't think you'd discriminate against somebody single, but clearly you can. So you can't discriminate against somebody who's two women living together. Let's put it that way. So these women found a way around it and had to do this to get themselves a rental unit in this marketplace. That is utterly sickening. We just heard that the real estate numbers are in for March and that prices went up another 20%. Inventory is down, okay, as far as the number of units that are for sale, and things are cooling off. So as far as you're not seeing prices that are over market, over asking price, not seeing that. So again, guys, do you think that real estate is going to continue to just shoot up? Everybody I've talked to, every expert, everybody I've looked at has all said the same thing, that things are turning around. Plus, every mortgage lender, everybody who works for the loan industry has all said that they're laying off. The people that have jobs are utterly shocked. I want to show you guys. This is just an absolutely stunning neighborhood in Dana Point. You've got the beautiful Ritz Carlton that's behind me this way. And you just have these houses up here that are just unbelievable with this ocean view of the Pacific Ocean. Now, for those of you new to the channel, this is a city called Dana Point. This is, you've got Dana Point, Capistrano Beach, then you've got San Clemente, then you've got San Diego County. Got some business down in San Diego County next couple of days, so wanted to come down here because I just haven't been here in a little bit, and it's just such a beautiful spot. But again, free. Now, here's one thing that I love. The Ritz Carlton is expensive. The Ritz Carlton is outrageously high. To stay there, to get a room at that hotel, right there, guys, it's absolutely outrageous. They have something called an anniversary club that is free to join. Why is that important? Because the anniversary club gives you free valet parking at the Ritz Carlton. Okay, you can be big time. Bring your kids, go to the beach, but you get free parking, which is $35 for valet parking, and it's free to join. Anniversary club at the Ritz Carlton. I'm sure they're going to hate that, but everybody asks, what free stuff can you talk about, Dan? So there's that. The rental markets and the insanity of the rental markets have got to be dealt with. You're seeing cities trying to deal with this, but there's no quick resolution to this. That's the problem, guys, is that the companies that say, hey, we're trying to make our rental units more affordable, they don't care. The Irvine company here in Orange County, they want top dollar, baby. They want the largest deposit they can get. They want to have the best people inside their rental units. It's that simple. Nothing's going to change, but people are getting desperate. Here's the one thing I always talk about. You got to rely on your friends and have that. And there's people that don't have anybody, and I understand that. But, you need to rely on yourself and have a master plan, guys, on what you're going to do to get yourself through difficult times like this, and be creative, okay? As a single dad, and you can say, oh, you're Dan, and you've got connections, and you've got all this stuff. Guys, like everybody else when it comes to certain things, a number on a page, when you're trying to get a unit, my son played sports in high school, and it was absolutely awful, okay? What I mean by that is I had to live within the district. And for those of you parents that live with a athlete in the house, and you have to deal with the shenanigans of living within the district and having to follow those rules, I kept having my application pulled for some reason. I don't know why I kept winning. Do you live in the district? Give us the cable bill. Give us the a rental or mortgage. Give us your utility bills. Finally someday, one day at lunch, I told my girlfriend, I said, this is just ridiculous. It's 3 times a semester. It's like, what are you talking about? And I told her about this. And needless to say, the law professor and her buddies took care of that one. So that never happened again. So there's that. I got a letter sent to me from one of the subscribers. And this is absolutely going to floor you guys. We talk so much about banking, and we talk about the problems with the banking industry right now. You have to have your investments FDIC insured, okay? Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. That means that you've got insurance for up to $250,000 per beneficiary on an account. Now, again, guys, if you have more than 250 grand in an account, make sure that you're covered. Now, here's the worst thing that I heard, is that the FDIC insured has up to 99 years to pay out on that. Well, that's kind of defeats insurance, guys. Imagine if you had a house like this and it burnt down, and they're telling you, oh, we got 99 years to fix your house. That's outrageous, guys, okay? So the FDIC insurance is a problem. Fidelity, a woman had an account with Fidelity and sent me this letter to where, please be advised that Fidelity is no longer FDIC insured. That is, they have changed their terms right now for the FDIC insurance, and they're not going to be FDIC insured right now. Guys, why would you have $1 in that place with that? So sent me a letter. I'll let you guys see what they sent over, just in general, because it's kind of a, picture's kind of far away. But this is insane, guys. You have to draw a line in the sand with your finances. You've got to get control of everything. If you think that this government and the Fed is going to take care of you, you're absolutely kidding yourself. The quantitative easing with the Fed buying everything is now stopping, and they're going to call it quantitative tightening. Okay? Do you really believe that? Do you really believe the Fed's going to start selling assets at a loss and losing money right now? Why, if you are a bank or you are an institution that would buy these assets, these coupons, why would you buy a coupon when you're going to earn less interest on those than you would earn in the open market? Pandemonium will reign. This is something that we talked about a month ago, that the Fed could have assets that they could be selling where they could be losing money. Well, guys, that's the end of the financial system if this happens. Well, Dan, you're being kind of dramatic and it's kind of crazy. No, guys, this is nuts, guys. This is absolutely insane. But again, the drunken idiot with a checkbook. Hey, I got checks in my checkbook. I can just write checks. That's what's happened. And the days that the stock market's down 800 and all of a sudden miraculously it ends up 200 plus, who's buying that? Do you think that John Smith, your neighbor's buying those stocks? No, guys. The Fed is buying that stuff. The plunge protection team is hard at work with your tax dollars, spending money with the open checkbook. Okay? So, share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. I am floored by people that have relationships with banks and don't look at the fine print. This woman that sent this to me doesn't get anything electronic. It has to be mailed to her, which she's like me, opens up her mail and reads everything. And because she reads everything, she found out that her account is no longer FDIC insured, and she's going to get rid of the Fidelity account. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. I want to know what you think. There's a lot more to cover down here. This place is absolutely beautiful and just a great day. So much to think about right now in the economy, but you're not alone in this stuff, guys. You really are not. Everybody thinks that, oh, this is so unique, it's happening to me. But, I give these young girls credit for coming up with that. I think that you're seeing such desperate times as far as what people are going to have to do just to get a place to live right now. So share your thoughts on all this stuff. If you had to do anything desperate, let me know what you're going through right now. Couple great articles that I found. One is the upcoming food catastrophe that we're all going to experience. And this is serious, guys, because the problem with Russia and Ukraine is that far from any battlefield, we're going to experience something that we've never had to deal with in our lifetimes, and that is going to be massive food shortages. And, great article about this, but this is where you take it seriously. We have supposedly less than 68, 67 days left of wheat available to us as United States citizens here in the state, okay? That is crazy, guys. You need to stock up on everything that you can. You need to make sure that you have an adequate supply of everything. And, look at the dates. Make sure you're stocking water. Make sure you're stocking everything you need if you need to live in your place for a month. Now, the next thing is I make fun of Janet Yellen every now and then. I call her Grandma Yellen, and people lose it. People write me, and she's so distinguished and she's so honorable. Okay, great. One thing that she did, CNN article, and people freak out when I refer to CNN, but she said, I blew it. I made a huge mistake and did not anticipate how bad inflation was going to be in this marketplace and how long it was going to go on. Well, guys, inflation's not going away. This quantitative tightening shenanigans, is this story that we're being told right now, this is not going to get solved this week, guys. This is going to make things continue to go up. Inflation is going to be with us for years, guys. I truly believe that. I do not see this as turning the corner and everything softening. No way at all. So any of you guys that have bought anything, you know what's happening with that. Now, the auto industry is in huge trouble. There is a wiring harness that's needed basically for every car, and because of the component shortage, you're seeing massive problems with the auto industry right now with getting supplies for simple wiring harnesses. Last week we talked about how the semi-trucks could be derailed with pulling one component that would make it so the car would be, a several ton paperweight by eliminating it. Oh, check this out. Zeke's, this is Zeke's. They're remodeling this right now. So we walk down to the water. So the simple wiring harness could be the thing that destroys everything right now. Great story about this. But again, guys, if the supply chain situation is solved, then this is not an issue, guys. Is it solved or is it not solved? I guess it's not solved right now. So there's that. One thing I talked about last summer that was sent to me was the outrageous salaries that certain employees got. Think about this. Okay, walk down to the beach. Get a lifeguard that's right there in that little hut right there. Okay? Kind of cool. Be a nice job. Okay? That's a woman too, which is even better. But what a great job. Sitting on the beach, telling people to stay safe, rescuing people every now and then. In LA County, they're the highest paid lifeguards in the world. Okay? There are lifeguards that make over $500,000 a year as a lifeguard. Is that insane? By the way, that's city tax dollars paying for that. County tax dollars paying for that. How nuts is that, guys? So if you can become a lifeguard, I think that would be an outrageous job. But if you could make $500,000, again, have you heard of anything else that's paying an outrageous amount of money? Check the story out, because I love stuff like this. Whenever I get a story like this, it always floors me to learn that some industry is getting paid an absolute ton of money like that. So again, people are going to write me and say, Dan, lifeguarding's not an industry. Well, it's a lifestyle, okay, that I wish I could do, okay? Share your thoughts, guys. We are living through such a different time right now, where basically it's every man for himself, every woman for themselves, everybody for themselves. And I was sent information about a lawsuit that's going to have huge ramifications for the auto industry across the country. California Superior Court just ruled that this woman was cheated when she bought her latest car. And because she was cheated, she's entitled to get her legal fees back. So a woman named Tanya Pullman bought a car for $22,000, and the car had certain advertised features, and she's got a disability and she needed them, and then went back to the bank and went back to where she bought the car, and they denied it. She had to sue, and this went all the way to the California Supreme Court. Now the big deal with this, guys, is that they're going to pay her legal fees. And this is a huge problem for the auto industry. They don't want to talk about this. This was through one of the banking websites that I go through, and they're talking about the huge ramification that this is going to have with the auto industry, because when people know and lawyers know that, hey, you don't want to sue. What are you going to sue them for, 20 grand? What are you going to get? You're going to get 20 grand, okay? Plus you're going to pay me a ton of money. Well, think about this. This $22,000 lawsuit had almost 170 grand in legal fees. And with the $170,000 in legal fees, TD Auto Finance has to pay that now. Crazy. We are hearing more and more right now that they are closing nuclear power plants right now, so there'll be less electricity. So you'll have more blackouts coming this summer to a city near you. Now, I don't care if you're pro-nuclear power, against nuclear power, whatever. Okay, what I'm not against is blackouts. What I'm not against is people that are on fixed income. Somebody that has medical equipment in their house and they get the electricity shut off because the power company has not upgraded the system in their city, county, or state. That's insane, guys. So that's going to happen this summer, guys, to here in California and to other states as well. The pessimism of the average consumer right now is at one of the lowest levels ever. We've talked about the misery index, University of Michigan. Now Gallup has got a index that they use talking about, are people happy? Are people satisfied with the economy? And no, they're not. They're not satisfied at all. And it's at the lowest level that they've had in, again, 10 years. So people are freaked out right now, and people don't feel good about purchases. They don't feel good about working. They don't feel good about their jobs. They don't feel good about the state of the economy or the leadership. It's absolutely nuts. And again, different company. This one's from Gallup. The story's below. Take a look at it, okay? What is the fastest growing sector in the automotive industry? It is cargo vans. And it's cargo vans being built to convert to places to live. Toyota and a company called Stellantis have teamed up. They're the latest company to make large cargo vans to compete with Dodge Ram, to compete with Mercedes, with their Sprinter. First things first, guys, the Sprinters are incredibly expensive. And they're not that wide. They're tall, but they're not that wide. You can't get a full-size bed in it. If you have anybody tall, taller than me, then you just can't lay down there and have a bed. I know someone that bought one of these vans off of Shark Tank. And Shark Tank had a company where these two surfers went out and they would convert used vans and turn them into places to live, and basically camper vans that you could travel around the country in. Pretty fascinating. She bought one of these, and the shark that teamed up with these two guys was Barbara Corcoran. So she got the deal with Dodge Ram. She made it so that these guys could sell news vans, and Boho is the company, and they're killing it right now. But I know somebody that bought one of those things, and she loves it, man. She drives this thing everywhere, can sleep in it, can live in it, and uses it all the time. Do you know anybody that's doing that stuff right now? Because that's the shape of things to come right now. It really is. The next thing is, right now, the savings rate here in America is at an all-time low since 2008. Compared to disposable income, you have only 4.4% of the earnings that are being saved right now, which is the lowest level since 2008. And this absolutely destroys GDP. And again, the economy's so great, everybody's doing so well, but nobody's saving any money. So, share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. I think it's nuts right now that we're trying to be, sold a bill of goods that the Biden administration is going to do something as far as the inflationary problem, and they're not, guys. There's no massive plan that's going to fix this. And the thing about this is that we have a problem here that we have around the world right now, and you're seeing inflation go up everywhere. If you guys look at the comments in the videos, everybody's talking about how sky high everything is right now. Nothing is what it was a year ago. You've got prices in the UK that are up 50%. You've got people that cannot buy vegetables. People that are eliminating certain things out of their diet because they cannot afford them on a regular basis. So they make a choice between fuel and food. That is sickening, guys. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. We're living in a vagabond, economy worldwide right now. These are the murals that separate the Ritz Carlton from the park area. I'm going to finish this video with these last couple stories, and this should freak everybody out, okay? And that is the International Energy Agency has a director, Faith Burrell, who has stated that we are going to have the triple whammy this summer of energy shortages. We're going to have it on petrol, gas, we're going to have it on diesel, and we're going to have it on kerosene. And it's going to destroy everything. And people should look to a world that has no gas, that has shortages and has rationing right now. That is pathetic, guys, because I want you to understand this. Everything is delivered, okay, by diesel trucks. Food to your grocery stores. Everything, guys, it's all delivered by diesel trucks. Now, if you don't think that that's a real problem, you're kidding yourself. But it's going to make fuel prices go through the roof right now. You guys want a good investment? Look at the energy companies right now, guys, because people are going to pay an absolute ton for everything energy related right now. Just You can't get out of it, guys. It's there. So, final thing is, people want to work remotely. They want full-time pay. They don't want to go to the office. They don't want to travel. They want to sit there with their kids and work in the house. The biggest selling point, which I can't even believe this is a selling point, is people are saying, if we let you work remotely, what's going to be the big benefit for the company? And the big sales pitch per Business Insider is, I'm going to be more productive if I work remotely. Well, again, there are two types of workers in the world, guys. There are people that can be unsupervised and people that have to have somebody, under somebody's thumb all the time for them to be productive at all. And you know if this is you or not. You know if nobody's watching. I'm gonna watch some Netflix right now. You know if that's you, okay? So people are kind of, it's kind of interesting to say the least, that the big selling point is I'm gonna be more productive. Now, I know a law firm that did this. Got rid of their big office. Everybody works remotely. They have one conference room. The guy saved over $10,000 a month in rent, and they are more productive. More clients, busier than ever, because everybody's working from home and being more productive. Is that you? Please do not forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget the subscribe button. Don't forget, guys, if you signed up for the silver giveaway, please check your spam filter on your email. Make sure you're getting our emails, because when we announce them, that's where we're going to announce them first, is via the email. You'll get the announcement at the end of the week as to who won. Good luck to everybody. And again, now that we've crossed over 210,000 subscribers, I am so grateful to each and every one of you guys. And we did this to celebrate 200,000. We will be announcing a very big party soon, and we'll see. We'll invite you guys to that and do all the details soon, okay? Onward and upward, guys. Please reach out. You've got the email. You've got ways of connecting with me. Don't forget Patreon, and I will see you guys very soon.